It's my last day of TEFL. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. This is my last full day of class in this program. I can't believe it, but I am more than ready for it to be over. I'm so done right now. Yesterday I actually did no homework at all. I didn't watch Big Little Lies. I ended up watching Chernobyl on HBO, and then I got really addicted to it, and I watched like 2.5 episodes, and they're like an hour or so each, so that was a really bad decision, but I literally could not stop watching it until I like felt it was hard to keep my eyes open, and then I was like, okay, I have to get in the shower. And then this morning I got up early with the intention of doing homework, but it really didn't happen. And I'm gonna try to go to Starbucks before class to get a green tea latte. Also after class, I'm going out for drinks with my classmates. Not really, I mean, they're drinking, I'm not of age, and I don't drink anyway. But we're going to like a Mexican restaurant for margs. And I'll probably just get like a virgin drink or like water or food or something, I don't really know, but just like to celebrate the end of our time together, and then I'll be up all night doing my work. So that's the plan for today.
Cheers to all the TEFL teachers! Yay! We did it! Cheers!
Hey guys, so I am home. It's like almost 8 o'clock. I was really not planning on being out that long, but we just had like the best time. Today was considerably better than yesterday. After class, me and 2 of my friends went over to the Mexican restaurant because other people still had to like do conversation lab today because they weren't done with their hours. And so we like reserved tables, or tried to, because like there's only one area of the restaurant where like you could get the happy hour specials. But like people were just like, people had been at like the big table since like 2 and they weren't leaving, and so like that was the only table where we would have all gotten to sit together. But so like we just sort of like got a booth, and then we got like chips and salsa, they got drinks, and then we waited for the rest of our people for like at least, it was like over an hour we like waited there. And then finally everyone else trickled in. We like started to not think they were gonna show up, and like we were having like a fine time by ourselves, but then like everyone showed up, and like some people had to like sit at the bar or like stand, but we made it work because the people were still at the big booth, which was a little irritating. It was like just really fun. It was a little bit loud, and then we were loud, so we were just like yelling over each other, and we just like rehashed like all the wonderful funny moments we've had this semester, and like talked about what our first impressions of each other were and like our plans for the future, and it was so good, you guys. And one of our classmates' boyfriends came, and that didn't sound right. Like, not that she has multiple boyfriends, but like the boyfriend of one of our classmates like came with her, and he was so nice, and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry, like I'm making you guys like squish in the booth. And we're like, no, it's fine. He's like, I'm gonna buy you all drinks, because like I had asked them if they had like virgin margaritas, and they're like, yeah, they're $6, and I was like, and the alcoholic one is $7, like you're knocking $1 off, like what? That doesn't even make sense, but okay. But I was like, I'm not gonna pay for that, like I don't want it that badly. But he was like, what do you want? And I was like, you really don't have to get me something. And he's like, no, like what do you want? I was like, okay, like I'll just get a virgin strawberry margarita blended, I mean, if you insist. And it was so good. They like put like whipped cream on it. I totally like could have gotten an alcoholic drink. They didn't card anyone, so that was pretty funny, but like I don't drink, so I wasn't going to. But anyway, I ate a lot of chips and salsa, and then I got sopas, which are like, they're like, I guess like fried like flour tortillas with like beans, rice, cheese, and sour cream on them. It was so good. I ate so much. They had like free pizza night at our apartment tonight, but like I'm not even going because they're probably out at this point. It ended at 8, and I'm also like literally stuffed. Like I can't even think about eating right now. And yeah, I still have to do all my homework. They literally told us in class today, they're like, you guys need to finish your work, because if you don't have all your assignments done, like we can't give you your certificate tomorrow. And I'm like, I really wish that I had done this yesterday, and then today I could have just been like chilling right now, but I didn't. I chilled yesterday, which I needed to. Like, I needed to like unwind after the day I had, but like, it's like when you have like one more final to study for at the end of the semester, you're like, the motivation is gone. Like, you feel like you're done. So I just have 2 things, I think. Yeah, I have my career plan and my last lesson reflection, so it shouldn't take me too long because like I've already done the bulk of my career plan, so it was just such a good time. I'm gonna miss these people. Like, we kind of like ended up in like 2 groups just based on the way we were sitting, so like I got to know like 3 people a lot better than I got to know like the rest of the class, except for like one girl that I was like partners with, so we were kind of friends, and like sometimes I'd talk to people in like conversation lab. Yeah, it was just so nice talking to everyone. Like, I just really enjoyed these 6 weeks, like being with like like-minded people. Like, it's so cool that we all have this like passion for like traveling and language and teaching, and it was just a great experience. On one hand, it's like, oh my gosh, 6 weeks has gone by already, but on the other hand, it's like, that seems like so long ago, that first day when Jeremy randomly started speaking to us in Indonesian, and we had to like do all these exercises in Indonesian, and they were like explaining things, and like, but like, where has summer gone, guys? Like, honestly, I'm just like getting so emotional because it's like, I always get emotional when things end like this, but we're all like, what are we gonna do now? Like, what am I gonna do with all my time? Like, I am gonna have every day free. Like, what? I don't have to get up and be somewhere at 9 a.m. every day anymore? That's crazy. I'm gonna write. That's what I'm gonna do, because I feel like I'm super behind on everything that I wanted to get done with writing. And I'm gonna edit videos because I've gotten so backlogged with that. I'm gonna go to the beach, I'm gonna go to the pool, I'm gonna read. I've got plans, guys. I probably won't be vlogging as much, but I'll still vlog some, but I need to get like caught up on editing before I do anything. Anyway, I am talking for way too long. I need to do my homework, so I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning, guys. It's my last day of TEFL. I literally can't believe this. I tried to curl my hair. It looks like crap as usual. I even did it in like 2 levels. Like, I put my hair up and then I did like the bottom parts and then I did the rest of it, and then when I put my hair back on top and undid the rest, it was like straight. So it was like, what was the point of that? But whatever. I'm just a little annoyed if you can't tell, because curling my hair always takes forever and then it never looks good and it always falls out. Anyway, I don't even have to pack lunch today, which is pretty lit, so I'm just gonna eat breakfast and get going. We have a shortened day. We get out at 1:30 and we just have conferences in the morning. I'm kind of confused as to how our conferences are going to be 3 hours, but maybe they're just going to talk to us more or something. But I know just we have individual conferences with our instructors where they tell us like what our strengths and weaknesses are and stuff. And then we have a luncheon at the chart room where we get our certificates and stuff. So yeah. Look at this nice breakfast I made with some tea. Got 5 minutes to eat it. Okay, I'm about to be so late. Oops, but just want to show you the full outfit. I've actually had this dress since like senior year of high school, which is crazy. And then I'm wearing these heels. I haven't actually worn them all day. I've always just like worn other shoes and then changed into them for teaching. So we'll see how this goes. My hair already looks like crap and it's completely flat, but it's fine. I'm gonna go. Goodbye. Holy crap, you guys, I'm done. I did it. I'm home. It is over. The class was good, the ceremony was good. We'll get to that. Like, literally today has like sucked. Otherwise, like, I swear, like, it's just one of those days when like everything goes wrong. Like, I know it was my fault that I was running late this morning, but like I was running super late and I was like checking Google Maps to see if I would be able to catch a bus. Like, I left here at like 8:42. I cannot walk there in heels in 18 minutes and make it, like, no way. So I was like, I need to take a bus, and one wasn't coming and it didn't look like one was gonna come, so I called an Uber and it was like, it'll be here in 4 minutes, and I was like, great. And then it was like 2 minutes and I was like, okay. And then it kept sitting at 2 minutes and the car wasn't moving, and it had been well over 4 minutes, and so I canceled it, and it was like, well, we're gonna charge you $5. And I'm like, you're gonna charge me $5 because you lied to me and said that it was gonna be 4 minutes? Like, I'm on a schedule. Like, you can't tell me it's gonna be 4 minutes and then be like, actually, no, it's not. Like, I had somewhere to be. Like, that's really stupid that they're gonna charge me for that. Like, why is it my fault that you got the time wrong? Like, So I just flushed $5 down the toilet for nothing, got on a bus, hurried, and made it. But it was like, that was stupid. I was so angry. Like, I know it's just $5, like it's not that big of a deal, but like, that was really dumb. And then I curled my hair this morning. I spent a lot of time on it, and you wouldn't know right now. I was so upset because we took a bunch of like group pictures, and like I wanted to look nice, which is why I curled my hair this morning, was so I would look nice for pictures. And by the time we took pictures, it looked like this. I might as well have just straightened it, because now this just looks like gross, like a sort of wavy hair. Like, I swear to God, I should just throw that curling iron in the trash. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just so frustrated. Like, I don't know why. Like, my hair has never curled like that well. And last semester though, I remember like curling it and it stayed somewhat. Like, I remember there was one day when like the next day it was still like sort of curled. Like, what on earth is this? Like, it looks like crap in all the pictures. So I don't have the pictures on my phone, like other people are sending them to me, so luckily, at least in the group ones, I'll be like in the back, but I think I'm gonna hate the individual ones. It's just like, it just pissed me off. And then, so I got an order of athletic clothes yesterday, and I was like, great. And I tried them on, or maybe this was the day before. Everything fits great except for the sports bra. It's an XL. I'm usually an XL in like bras or sports bras. And so that's what I got, but it was too big. It was like gappy. And so I was like, okay, I'll exchange it. So I like went online. It was like pretty simple. I was like, okay, I want to exchange it for the large. And it said, okay, print this label. So I was like, okay. But I know Emily said the last time she tried to use our printer here, it was like out of ink, and I don't want to buy more ink because that's expensive. So I was like, it'll be just like 10 cents. I'll go print it at the library. Well, lo and behold, one more thing is effed up from taking a leave of absence. Like, I'm just so heated right now, you guys. Like, taking a leave of absence, like, I am enrolled in this summer program, and I enrolled in fall classes, so clearly I'm a student at CSULB. Like, my leave of absence is over. I was gone last spring, and I'm clearly back. I've had so many issues. Like, somehow my ID cards worked, like my number works, because I registered for classes. But when I tried to swipe my card to print, it was like, your card has expired. And I thought at first that meant I didn't have any money on it, and I was like, well, that's very possible that I used up all the money I had on it last fall. So I tried to reload it, and then the machine was out of order, so I tried to reload it online, and I entered my username and password like 500 times, and it was like invalid, invalid, invalid. So I was like, okay, I forgot my password even though I didn't. And then it said, oh, but your username isn't valid either. And I'm like, what? So I went to the help desk, and they're like, yeah, that's weird, but yeah, it's probably because you took a leave of absence. Like, you need to go to ID card services. They're the ones who can help you. Like, call them. So, okay, like, I'll deal with that later. And he's like, by fall it should work. And I'm like, yeah, that's great, but I need this now because it has to be returned within 30 days. So I went back to the printers and asked this girl who was printing, hey, like, can I just give you a dime or Venmo you? Like, I can't put money on my card. And she looked at me like I had asked her to cut off her left arm, and she was like, I don't have money on it, sorry. I'm like, okay. And she's like, did you try loading more money on it? And I'm like, yeah, like my card like literally doesn't work. Like, it's not like my credit card doesn't work, my ID card doesn't work. And then she just left, and I was like, you could just like load it. Like, I'm sorry, like there weren't that many people there, and so I wasn't gonna go up to someone who like wasn't printing. Like, I didn't want to inconvenience someone, but it's like, would it be that hard to just like quickly load money on, and like I can pay you back, I can pay you double, I'll pay you 20 cents. Like, so I printed it with our printer here, and it looks gray instead of black, so I don't really know. So it's just a hot mess, you guys, but it's a wee bit frustrated with like everything right now. Like, I don't know what I have to do to like re-register myself as a student. Like, this is kind of like a pain in the butt. But otherwise today was really good. We had like lunch at the chart room, and before that we had like a little bit more like reflection time in class and conferences, and like I just had like a really nice talk with like the instructor who gave me the feedback, and like we like talked about like my strengths and weaknesses, and like I was like really nervous for it, but it actually just like went really well, and like it was just really good. And then yeah, so we had lunch, and we like talked about our like favorite memory from the program, like what we liked the most about it, and then what our future plans were. So that was really exciting. It's just crazy. I'm gonna do a whole reflection video on my experience in this program, but like it's crazy like how before I went to France, I was like, yeah, I want to teach English abroad, and like there's some program where you go to France after college and teach. And now it's like I know everything. Like I didn't know it, like the difference between like January and now is like leaps and bounds. So it's so cool. I'm gonna be talking more about that. On another note, I was like, oh, I can wear these shoes all day. They're pretty comfortable. But before, I'd only worn them just for teaching. My feet were dying by the end of the day. It hurt so bad. Anyway, when I teach, I'm gonna be wearing orthopedic sandals. I can't be wearing this. I do not know how people wear heels all day. Like my feet are just like not built for it. Like, Even when I tried to wear flats to my first day of teaching, they wrecked my feet. So these are just gonna be like special occasion shoes, not really for long periods of time. Anyway, it was like sad saying goodbye to everyone and like kind of weird. I always get that feeling like at the end of the semester, it's just like weird. But it really isn't goodbye for a lot of people because a lot of people are coming back to Conversation Lab. So that's that. I'm in a pretty bad mood, but I'm gonna try to just like be productive and do stuff. And I'm gonna go to yoga later because I didn't go last week because I didn't have it. It was 4th of July, and the week before that I didn't feel well. So it'll be nice to get back into that groove. All right, just got back from yoga. It was like a really chill class, which was really nice. We just did like a lot of like stretching and stuff, and that was really good. I'm about to make dinner now. I've been meaning to make these tofu sandwiches all week, but I had leftovers, and then I ate like cereal for dinner, and then I went out last night, so I like haven't even had a chance to make them. We'll see how it comes out, but like I need to actually make them because I bought all the ingredients for them. So I'm gonna do that. I'm starving. And then my parents are actually hosting an exchange student right now, so we're gonna like FaceTime so I can meet him later. So other than that, I'm just gonna finish watching the last episode of Chernobyl and go to bed. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, while I was at the library, even though I couldn't print anything, I was able to use their 3-hole punch to 3-hole punch all of my materials from TEFL. Look at this. Like, we had so many handouts. Like, oh my god. Because I am gonna try to organize everything in this binder or like another binder, because it was all just like shoved into my notebook. I'm gonna like try to organize it so it's like by like topic and stuff, or at least somewhat organized, but I have like resources, because I think everything we were given is like really valuable that I want to like keep. So that's that. Okay, so I'm making dinner. I have the bread in the toaster. I have some tofu frying on the stove. I just like cut a slice off of like a block of tofu, and then I have my yellow curry sauce that I used to make my lentil curry the other week, some cucumber, and some shredded carrots. So hopefully it's good. I don't actually, this is like literally the first time I've cooked tofu. I was just following a recipe off of YouTube and like modifying it a bit, so hopefully it turns out okay. I don't know. So this is what it looks like. It's going to be a little bit hard to eat, but that's okay. I might just end up like eating it with a fork. I think it's gonna be pretty good. Hello friends, it's Friday. I ended up not ending it off last night just because I got caught up watching Chernobyl, and then Emily was asleep and I didn't want to make noise. So it is almost 5. I have had quite the day. I promised myself that I would take today off and just like watch movies all day and like not leave my bed, not get out of my pajamas, just because of how hard I worked in my program and like how stressed I was last week and what a bad week I had. I finished watching Chernobyl last night. It was so good, you guys. Oh my god. Like, please watch it if you haven't. Like, I'm not even like a history person, and it was so good. Like, it got me so into it. Like, it was so well done. It kind of reminded me of Contagion, if you've seen that movie, just like sort of like the vibes and like the conflicts and stuff, but obviously like Chernobyl really happened. Like, it was just like astounding. Like the end, you like everything gets uncovered and like you see how everything happened before, because like episode 1, it like there's like a prologue and then it like starts at the explosion, but like in the last episode when they're giving the testimonies, it like goes back and shows you everything that led up to it, and it's just like, oh my god, like it could have been avoided so easily. Like, anyway, so yeah. Then today well, last night I started watching Crazy Rich Asians. I've seen it before, but I just wanted to watch it again, and then this morning I finished it. I watched an episode of Big Little Lies, and I watched Never Been Kissed, which I hadn't seen before, and like, I don't know, it's like, it's always like those like classic movies that people are like, oh my gosh, you haven't seen that? Like, you need to watch that. Like, I did not think it was that good. Like, I thought it was really stupid. Like, it was just like one more movie that completely like overdid high school. Like, it's just been done too many times. Like, I did think it got better. Like, toward the end, I was like more invested in it, but like, I don't know. And then I've just been cleaning up. I know it doesn't look very clean, but like, this was absolutely like piled with stuff that's just sitting on my desk because I was vacuuming. It goes there. But I actually washed my backpack and lunchbox today. They're outside drying because I just wanted to get them like washed, and then they're airing out, so all the stuff that was in my backpack has no home currently. And yeah, but there's my little certificate. Okay, yeah. So anyway, that's gonna be the end of this vlog. It's probably gonna be a pretty long one, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.